Hey, I think we're live, and I can barely talk. Hello. Welcome, folks. I was reading to my kids, and I usually give a different voice for each character to help them follow along. And I just spoken just weird, like I'm reading them the Narnia series. I did like I put on my best British accent for one of the kids, and it just like choked me just wrong. Oh my God. So we might have to do a fairly silent run today while I let this recover. Well, you guys know me, I can't stop talking. Oh. Grumpy Old Fart, hello. Colin, hello. Thorberg, evening to you. You're stuck waiting for MCM Looks Menu XDI update. I am still running on old gen. Oh God, it hurts. Can you guys hear me all right despite all my coughing?
Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Hey, Raven.
You holding up okay?
That was incredible! You should have seen us, General. I don't think even a minute passed before our artillery fired off another volley. The Minutemen moved like a well-oiled machine. We were unstoppable.
I never thought I'd see the day that the Minutemen had artillery support again.
We're proud of what we did here today. Once word spreads, I think it won't be long before we have more new recruits than we know what to do with. This is a great day for the Minutemen and the Commonwealth. Quincy is free. Until next time, General.
Hey, Hammond, how are you? All right, we're doing Victory Lap, checking in with all the people here.
Greetings. What brings you to me?
Hey.
How may I be of service?
Okay, so Fujisawa.
Never thought I'd have a chance to change things, but here I am.
Hello.
Does seem that way. All right, let me write down some notes here. Guys, I have some serious bug fixes coming for the next patch. I have been on a tear, trying to get the assault system working better. All right, Victory Lab.
Every day is a chance to make a difference.
Sentinel. Fujisawa. Not doing his...
Need something from an old sentinel?
Okay. What else we got?
You all right?
Thanks for the front row seats to that battle. Though, if you ask me, you wasted your caps hiring us out if all we were gonna do was take potshots from the back. Next time you're in the mood for a drink, the round's on me, yeah?
Yep, forgot to assign them after I paid for them. Whoopsie.
All systems nominal.
Yeah?
What else we got around here?
If it was up to me, I'd take every feral, mutie, and synth and shoot them into space.
Your shoot didn't do well there, buddy.
You holding up okay?
Bah! Time wasted! Not enough smashing! Next time do better! Better!
It's because we put him in charge of the vertibirds. Let's see here. Oh, it's our boy Berman. 1.10.163 is life. Yeah, that's what I'm rocking, Raven. And I would love to support the more modern, but it keeps changing, and it's been a bad couple of years for updates. So I don't know what the state of the current one is. Is there anybody? I have it installed on one of my computers, but I haven't really dug into it enough to know how good it is.
Retreats is the only option.
Sensor anomaly detected.
What is happening? Oh, it's just a gunner that's not flagged as an enemy to me. He didn't didn't hear about us defeating his people. Come back here. Okay, got him.
How's it going?
That's what I'm talking about. Who's a dumb grunt now, Lamont? Huh? Man, I don't even care what's next. Just point the way.
Keep your eyes on the Commonwealth, Director.
He's on our squad.
It's ever-changing.
Can't represent, I don't know why, but I seem to never have the problems everyone else they have. I've got 34 hours in this current run and no crashes. Yeah, I'm having a... Oh, are you talking about on the current build of the game? The one the patch that was just released last week? Sifu, how's it going? This is... Hammond, this is Sim Settlements 2 we're playing. This is the big free story mod that we spent... Our team spent a lot of years working on. I kind of play it on loop. Basically, every Wednesday I am playing it because it is such a ridiculous-sized mod that it requires constant upkeep and me to make fixes to things. So,
Just wanted to check in. Make sure we're doing okay.
A successful mission on all counts.
And invigorating. I'm still quite awash with adrenaline after the whole experience. And I must say, this was a fine opportunity for us to gain some real field experience. I'm certain that our performance here will affect positively on the Institute. And hopefully lay to rest some of the misgivings held towards us. I won't keep you any longer, Director. We're glad to have assisted.
similar with Chris, I've had crashes when I enter a settlement. Are you on PC or Xbox?
Is everything okay?
Know what? We did all right. I mean, sure, we took a few lumps, but all in all, I'd say it was worth it. Good work, Chief. We did good today.
If you're on PC, if you do you run Script Extender? Because if you do, you should get you should have an auto fix installed if you're running Workshop Framework for the power grid crash. So if it's not that, then you probably want to grab Buff Out or whatever. What's the new Buff Out? I think somebody else took it over, right? Like somebody forked it at some point and changed the name of it. I always forget what the new one is. Oh, what are these guys all doing? A Dictol. Okay. Yeah, Chris, if you're running, are you running Script Extender? You have a Dictol. Does it have anything useful in the log, or are you just saying you're running Script Extender? Does anybody know, does the, because there used to be, for Buff Out, there was the Buff Out crash log analyzer. Have folks, does that work with the Dictol as well? With the Dictol crash logs? Oh, with Script Extender? Try and go grab a Dictol. It is a Script Extender plugin that will generate crash logs, so when your game crashes, and then there is a utility, and I don't know if it's been updated, because, again, I'm still on an old version, so I still have Buff Out. Okay, Dictol has its own crash log, but the crash log analyzer is what I'm looking for. The crash log analyzer for Buff Out was a community effort, and it effectively just had compiled tons of records from different people and figured out solutions for a lot of common problems. So basically you could run your crash logs in through the crash log analyzer, and it would give you a rough idea of what the problem likely was. But that is what I would recommend if you're still crashing, is grab a Dictol. It might fix the crash for you, because I think if a Dictol is the way Buff Out was, it actually has a lot of engine fixes built into it. So not only will it give you a crash logger, but it will also just fix some issues that the game has.
How are you feeling about things?
Chief, hello. That was certainly something, and I think we did as well as could be expected. And that's, well, it's not bad. Well done to everyone.
You need some medicine there, buddy. Let's get you set up. Yes. Come on. Play the medicine thing. Play the animation. Okay, I bet we're gonna get. I wonder if we have a bunch of script lag. Oh, there it goes. Yep, we probably got a bunch of script lag from the battle. Oh, the coffee is helping my voice so much. Good old hot coffee. There we go. You're all better now, Cedric.
Just wanted to check in, make sure we're doing okay.
My congrats on the victory. The Nightingales have been tending to what wounded we could get to since this all started, and we'll keep at it. Go celebrate with your people.
Hey, Juju.
Anything to report?
A successful operation. Our people performed within expected parameters. Take pride in what we accomplished here.
Everybody needs some medicine, looks like.
Hey. You're always a welcome sight. After everything that's happened, I'm happy to say we have our feet under us. We've been getting more and more patients, people finding their way to us from all over. We're working hard, but in its own way, it's heartening. Raphael's taken to organizing the volunteers for regular patrols. I don't know where he found the sudden enthusiasm, but we're safer for it. Ellis has been quiet as of late, but I've never seen him this focused before. If he keeps up, he'll fill Cassandra's shoes in no time. It's hard to imagine the Nightingales without Cassandra. I understand why she wants to leave, but part of me wants to beg her to stay.
Oh,
in any case, there is one more thing. When we first met, I said this would be a bit of an investment, and it's time for us to give back to you. Cassandra hasn't moved on quite yet, so if you ever find yourself with a position for a researcher, you should ask her. She'd love a new challenge. I also know Cersei talked to you about getting out to your settlements and helping with medical needs. That's a great idea if you have the room. And as a personal thank you, I will start stocking a cache here at the hospital for your use.
Whoops.
You're always welcome to rest and heal here.
All right, we got a better condition that one to play in the hospital. Played final hospital post. Let's see. What is that one called? What is the last? Is it Angel of Mercy?
What can I do for you?
Nothing.
Took one chem too many.
Oops.
Anything you can do?
I should have something to help with that.
Oh, just took my caps, even though I'm fine. Oh, well. Oh, wait, did I just do a dick doll? I probably am definitely addicted. I am addicted to Jet. Have been since day 2 of this playthrough, I imagine. All right, hold on a second. Okay, host NQ05. Combo needs better conditioning. Yeah, that conversation is supposed to happen if you go back and talk to her before you recruit Cassandra. And obviously we recruited her ages ago. Oh, that's my power armor. Okay. I can't believe you're doing the doctoring. Yeah, you know. It's one of my skills. I think. Yeah. Look at this. Tier 4 medic. I'm ready for it. That's the hope, Golden Dragon. Hoping to get SS2 working on PlayStation. Right now, I'm trying to get more of the bugs fixed and performance improved, and then I'll move over to that. But I have actually just recorded the news video for this week. Was it today or yesterday? I don't know. My brain's all foggy. With a call out for PlayStation people who want to come help test this stuff, because I don't want to release it untested. Because Sim Settlements 2 is hardcore. It is a lot going on, so don't want to wreck somebody's PlayStation. Torberg's got me. Yeah, we released Salvage Beacons on PlayStation the other night. It was last Thursday, maybe? And then I've got Workshop Framework queued up to test, but one of the ones I have to test also is a mod that's not mine, and I have to find out if we can host it or if we can get him to release it. Maybe he's already done it and I just haven't checked. Does anybody with a PlayStation know if HUD Framework's been released on there yet? I used to talk to Reg2K, who's the author, periodically, but he ghosts real hard. You'll send him a message, he'll respond back, you'll send him another one, and then he just won't respond for months. He's not a very chatty fellow. Very
The
talented.
lights are all back on thanks to the engineering department. The generator is once again providing sufficient power for all our basic needs.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
I don't think Cassandra cares.
Just wanted to check in, make sure we're doing okay.
As far as battles go, I dare say we came out of this one none too worse for wear. A few scrapes and bruises, but overall, I believe we did well.
Would you like me to go with you?
Any available security personnel. Report to robotics.
And I think we check in with Lupe.
To investigate a report of shots fired.
Hey, Laura.
Nice.
Oh. Good dog. Thanks for helping out. Oh, hold on, Lupe. I'm gonna give you a shot. I'm gonna sneak up behind you and give you your medicine. Yeah, I don't think the creation menu works when you have when you downgrade to the old gen.
Is everything okay?
Hey, Chief. We did pretty good. You know, as far as battles go. Although, a few of our people did get hurt, but I'm sure they all tried their best. Oh, I almost forgot. The comm array. We finally finished repairs. Everything should now be working the way it was before. Although...
Anything you want to talk about?
Well, after we turned everything back on, there was something... strange. I think it has something to do with the array now being linked to that supercomputer at Olivia. It's like it's trying to make a connection to somewhere. I didn't know if it's meant to be doing that, so I just kind of ignored it. But really, you should check it out. Make sure it's okay.
Anything else I should know?
I really don't know enough about these new systems, but if I had to guess, I think the comm array's trying to connect to something like an ASAM, but one that's really far away.
Like on the moon.
I'll take a look, sure.
That's a relief to hear. Just activate the receiver panel on the far right console when you're ready.
Okay.
What a relief. I was hoping you'd connect with us. Would I be correct in assuming you hold the leadership position in your group?
And you are?
This is Madison St. James, CEO and leader of Vault-Tec, greeting you from Luna Colony. A privilege to finally speak with you.
That's quite a promotion.
Promotion? Ah, very astute of you. You've probably heard me being referred to as the Chief Procurement Officer. Early in my career, I recognized the advantages of letting others believe that someone else was responsible for decision-making. During negotiations, I found it provided a useful power dynamic. But in truth, I've occupied the role of Vault-Tec CEO, even before total atomic annihilation.
How did you make contact?
The process wasn't too difficult. Once we had bugged your array and you connected it to Olivia, it began syncing to the ASAMs we have here. While I could be wrong, I believe that was the array's original purpose. Then it was a straightforward process of setting up a two-way comms feed and patiently waiting for you to respond.
So, what do you want with me?
I'd hoped to make contact and attempt a peaceful resolution to our conflict. Regrettably, Magnuson took steps to ensure that couldn't happen. First, he caused significant damage to your array, and then orchestrated a communication blackout to seal the deal. The blackout may have passed, but so has our window of opportunity. The Ingram tapes are beyond our reach, and Luna Colony has reached a critical point of no return.
Why would he do that?
Obviously, to stop us from talking. Magnuson's held a grudge against Vault-Tec ever since we acquired his research from Robco. And despite our agreement to provide him ongoing funding, Magnuson stole from us and undermined Vault-Tec at every opportunity. Astonishingly, he now blames us for occupying what he still regards as his property, overlooking the fact that we possess legal ownership. Therefore, I can only conclude that Magnuson wanted to conceal the truth so he could keep using you as a tool to harm Vault-Tec.
What have you been doing up there?
You might find the answer to that underwhelming. We never anticipated our tenure at Luna Colony to span more than a couple of decades, but after Magnuson ensured the loss of the Ingram tapes, we were forced to resort to some creative measures to ensure our survival. In order to pass the long years, many of our high-ranking staff opted for extended periods of cryogenic suspension. Meanwhile, our scientists labored away, hoping to find a stable replacement to the lost tapes. Needless to say, they didn't succeed. With his usual dramatic flair, Magnuson had guaranteed our downfall.
If you expect me to believe you, I want proof.
Naturally, I wouldn't make claims without evidence. Let me ask you, how long did it take Magnuson to reveal who the Gunners were working for? How often did he withhold vital information? Why didn't he disclose to you that he wasn't the real Magnuson, but in fact, a technological copy? I'll tell you why. Because at the time, revealing these things didn't align with his agenda. That being the destruction of Vault-Tec. I'm genuinely sorry to say that Magnuson has been using you as a pawn.
Hey, Babylonia. Phil, how's it going, guys? I think you two deserve a little,
Maximum crabs!
Can I ask some questions?
Bear in mind, we're short on time, but I'll answer what I can.
You tried to destroy the Commonwealth.
And where did you hear such claims? Magnuson? Lamont? Hardly reliable sources. Yes, had we acquired the Ingram tapes, naturally, we would have made use of Atomic Rain's capabilities. But only to expunge any remnant of Magnuson's work, to ensure any clues or records to Lunar Base's existence remained lost to time. Our sole concern was our continued survival.
Nothing else.
Of course. I am sorry that you've been caught in the middle of all this. For Magnuson to have used you the way he has.
Who knows? Maybe he did plan it all.
Please understand, I place no blame on you. Both of us have been fighting for survival, with less than honorable allies muddying the waters. Who knows? Perhaps under different stars, it could have been you and Vault-Tec pitted against Magnuson and the Gunners. Sadly, that was not the case, and Luna Colony is nearing its end. Many will die, but a fortunate few, we will find refuge in cryosleep. I find some solace in knowing that, even in defeat, Magnuson won't see his wish fully realized. A part of Vault-Tec will persist. And if I can leave you with some parting advice, don't trust Magnuson.
The vaults. Why all this effort?
This may be difficult to accept. Nevertheless, our goal was to simply create shelters to preserve as many as we could. That was the purpose of Project Safe House. and each vault served as a small but vital piece to the overall puzzle. They paved the way to save humanity and allow it to flourish once more. Of course, we're aware that in numerous vaults, things didn't quite unfold as expected. But most of the data we've collected indicates these vaults were the exceptions and not the rule. Undoubtedly, there are many fortunate souls alive today, thanks to the efforts of Vault-Tec. You among them.
Hey, VidGamer, how are you?
The Commonwealth deserves to determine its own fate.
Oh, that's right,
Eloquently
Pilgrim.
said. Treasure your
Red dress over the radio would have
I've
worked.
no doubt its cost was steep.
Miss St. James, it's time.
No one can convince me otherwise.
Put this on.
Well, as pleasant as this has been, I'm afraid our conversation must come to an end. And from one leader to another.
Resident secure.
Please, keep in mind what we've talked about. At the very least, keep tight control of Magnuson. Assuming you have the ability.
Occupant vitals normal.
You missed the first 25 minutes. My session didn't refresh when the stream started. Oh, that's so funny. Torberg, I mentioned a bunch of your chat messages specifically. That's so funny. Come on, YouTube, get with it. Same to you, John. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, welcome, guys. Barbarine, do you think your creation will ever come out? I don't even know. I have no idea. I'm out of the loop on that. I hope so. It would be a real shame if they didn't release it. It was a lot of work.
I have what it takes.
Considering you won this war, I'm inclined to believe that.
Oh, same happened to you,
But
Choo Choo?
don't
What
count
the hell?
Vault-Tec out just yet. Because, if anything, we're always prepared for the future.
Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3.
Oh, that's weird.
Straight from the Brahmin's mouth. We won! Can't get more official than that. Oh, don't worry, everything's fine in Quincy. I just wanted to come check on you. So, now that that's all over with, how you feeling, Slick?
Well, it's over. That's that. Still, a lot of work to fix the Commonwealth. A lot of lives are depending on us. So, let's get to it.
Roll credits. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to update the credits. I think we've added some more people to the who've helped out with like post-launch content and stuff. I'm gonna turn down the desktop volume a little bit because it has some loud music. Oops. Turn it down a little too low. Yeah, we got credits. We worked on this thing for so long. I mean, when Chapter 3 came out, it was just like, I mean, it was like emotional for us. This was a really, really long project. And you can see with a lot of people were involved. Ta-da! Oh, that song still gives me chills. That's like a really good song. Scott Buckley is incredible. If you ever need music for a project, he does really great music, and it's all, he gives it away for free. He wants credit in it. So you can use it for whatever projects you want. He's really, really good. Completed. Calling Baltec. Most of my saves don't survive long enough to get here. That's sad. But it is the way of creation engine gaming, right? When these voice actors have gone pro, a lot of them were already pro. I don't know how many of them have gone since, but the guy who does our voice direction, he goes by Cobus Online, was semi-pro doing voice acting when he started with the team, and he just would grab all the people that he worked with all the time. And then some people he would just randomly reach out to, but a lot of these folks were pro already. So I'm sure some have gone on since. Speaking of people in the credits, congrats on getting Nihir on the team full time. Yeah, that's been something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but we just didn't have the funding for it or the ability to do much. But we figured out some stuff so that we have things he can work on, which is really cool. Oh, I see a request from Rasperidon.
Maximum crabs!
Got you. Someday you'll see the sending bubble on you. Are you in the same boat as Choo Choo? Your game collapses before you reach there? Sarik must be running out of finger to put in pies. I don't know what that means. Cora, I remember finishing the credits exactly 1 a.m. Had a 6 a.m. flight to Boston that day. It was worth the lack of sleep. That is a rough night, especially because you got to go early to get to the airport. Well, I don't know where you're at, maybe not where you're at, but here it's always like I'll leave like hours before my flights just to make sure I don't miss them. So when do we get chapter 4 where we fight V10 the Moon? I mean, our original plan for the base mod was to take you to the moon, but we ended up going a totally different direction with it. That was like, there's this concept art where you end up getting a settlement where you can build a rocket and end up on Lunar Colony, but that did not manifest.
Hey, Slick. So, me, Caitlin, and Laura, we've been talking about what happened back in Sanford, everything that's been going on here. There were a lot of apologies from me, a few from Caitlin, and I think Laura snuck in a few sorrows too. And after much deliberation, we've all decided it would be best for everyone to stay here in the Commonwealth. From now on, I can see Laura whenever I want. And best of all, my kid finally has someone she can truly call home. As for me and Caitlin, after everything that's happened, we thought it'd be best if we just kept things professional. Still, it'll be nice to have her around.
That's great news.
I know! Almost can't believe it. I also decided I'm gonna start shipping ASAMs down to Sanford. One of our staff said they wouldn't mind traveling down with a few crates, showing the folks there how to use them. And maybe one day I'll take a trip back there myself. See how they're getting on with things.
I want Fallout Texas.
But for the foreseeable future,
Rad Twisters.
I think I'll be
Let's
staying
do
right
it.
here. Still a lot of work for us to do in the Commonwealth.
I'm glad you stuck around.
Hey, and I just wanted to say thanks again. When we first met, all I cared about was building bigger and better settlements. And due to my typical rash decision-making, I'd convinced myself it was only buildings that mattered. That if we constructed enough, built large enough towns, that would get Caitlin's attention, and she'd have to bring Laura back to me. But that was never what it was about. People. That's what Laura needed. A community. That was something I didn't understand, something I didn't want to see. And if we'd never met, I'm not sure I would have figured it out. So, thank you. Thank you 100 times over. I owe you everything.
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have gotten this far already.
Maybe. But you're the one who steered us in the right direction. You've been my best friend, a role model, and a damn fine leader. I can't envision my life without having you around. And that's why I've decided to come join you in adventures. Keep an eye on you, make sure you don't get in any more trouble out there. That is, if you don't mind having me as a traveling companion, of course.
What about your responsibilities here?
At this point, most of the staff know what to do without constant reminders. And if they do need me for something, they can always just reach me by radio. Besides, with the gunner situation dealt with, I've got a lot more free time now. I'm gonna need something to keep me busy.
And
Your
declined.
job is to stay here, not go gallivanting all around the Commonwealth.
All right, it's your call. But I'll keep it as an open invitation.
Denied.
If you'd ever like my company out there, just let me know. Anytime, night or day. Oh, and before I forget, I made you a little something too. A gift. Had some spare time with no more gunners to deal with. Here. I modeled it after my own. Although there are a number of differences. I hope you'll find it useful.
It's a thoughtful gift. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Listen, I just want you to know, whatever the future has in store for us, I've got your back. No matter what. And I truly mean that. Anyway, I think that was everything I wanted to talk about, so I'll let you get going. I'll catch you later, Slick. Stay safe out there.
Okay, we're gonna send Caitlin and the fam somewhere. We'll probably send them to Sanctuary. That's a nice little town I got going. I'll have to probably go build some houses for them. But we should. Oh no, not the castle. We should unlock here a house for them. I believe that happens pretty quickly. I don't remember if it's in SS2. Like if it's either an extended or if it's part of
For a storage assessment.
Wasteland Venturers. I can't recall. There we go. Oh, good timing there, Cola. All right, let's go get them set up with the house. So we still have some more epilogue content to do, but it's funny, the epilogue, like the way he talks about, like he made you a copy of his gun and had all this time to hash out things with Caitlin. Like obviously that hasn't happened yet. We actually, it was originally written for the epilogues to start a little bit later, but because we have the little credit sequence, it was like, that feels like some time passage, so that can suffice. John, I mean, it's nearly every part of those credits. Oh yeah, Surik was very instrumental to the creation of SS2. He ended up doing a lot. He came on as a voice actor, found out he had good writing chops. He's actually got a good knack for making character faces, so he did quite a lot. Lunar Rising pretty much mid chapter 3 every time. My fault, of course, 10 run a large load order. I'm curious how if Fallout 4 is more stable now with the new update, since it now supports 1020. Isn't it 1024 VA2 files, which is just nutty. Morath never able to finish chapter 3 because of all the stupid crashing. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I run a pretty light load order generally, so I've been able to get through just fine every time. But I got a lot of improvements coming to SS2. Going to be doing a lot of redesigning of some things to make them simpler in order to some of the back end stuff. Like for example, the assault system is way overly complex at multiple levels, and that can be streamlined a bit, which will help with the code load. HQ can be overhauled quite a bit to help with that. The plots and settlements or city plans, not much else I can do about them. Those have been optimized to hell. That's one where I've been every 6 months or so I ping some people at Bethesda to be like, hey, any chance you guys can fix the scrap crash bug? But we see the concept art, really cool to see. I can't find it. That's one of those, it's one that I tried to find it the other night on stream and I just could not. It is buried in our 10 years of SS development history. Cynical might have it. I might be able to get it from her. She might still know where it is. But I checked all the folders that we usually put that stuff, and I could not find it anywhere. Hold on, I'm going to turn down... I turned down the sound for you guys, but it's still really loud for me. Actually, that means I'll probably have to turn the general audio back up for you guys now. Triangle Death still something to keep in mind. Yeah, for sure. There's Triangle of Death will probably always be a thing. It's just pushing the limits of the engine. I guess if we ever get a Fallout 4 remaster, maybe not. Where should I put Caitlin and Laura? I feel like I don't want to put them over by the casino. How about over the playground area? Oh god. Ran out of hot coffee, so the cough's coming back. Here we go. How about in this little backyard? Does Jake have an affinity perk? I don't think so. I'll check. It feels like one of those things he should, but we either it was probably an oversight, or it was asked about and it was like, yeah, we'll add it later, and then it never happened. I could see any of those things being the case. I assume their building plan is a 2x2. 2x2 is my favorite size, so I tend to ask the team to build those when we need them for quest things. It's just big enough you can do quite a lot with it, but not so big that it's overwhelming to design or to place. Yeah, there's definitely some script lag going on because I can see things are falling by. But this save is about to be like, it can retire, so not super worried about it. One of the things that's always bad about my saves is because I will use them as guinea pigs for patches. It's like by the time I'm at the end of the save, it's like it's got a mishmash of code from different versions of the mod. Hey, Kaz. Will there be a point where we can just start a new game and go straight to the warpath without needing to get all the way to chapter 3? That's already the case. That was actually, I shipped with it like that. You could build a warplaner's desk right from the beginning of the game. I don't think it's Ramada, I think it's typical Bethesda. I mean, part of it is ours. Like some of the, like if you're getting settlement crashes, like we definitely are not helping your situation there with how much stuff SS2 builds. So I'm not completely blameless. Demon Jr., what? With that Fallout 4 update, with the increased limit, does it help you and your team? I mean, it'll help us get more stuff on consoles, which is cool. Yeah, this is, look at the lights here, and flickered at all to say so I gotta chill. The script log, or script backup is really bad. Yeah, Franken save indeed. Yeah, all of my saves end up this way, just because I'm always trying to test the code on my end before I release it. And the best way to do it is in an actual gameplay, because the way I play when I'm testing versus when I'm just streaming or just trying to enjoy myself is so different that you just miss so much when you're trying to test, because you'll beeline it for things that you're like, oh, I just changed this. Let me see how that plays out. And, oh yeah, probably no fuss, no muss. So this is in the base, or this is probably an extended, because I'm guessing we didn't have enough room in Chapter 3 originally. Though we're gonna move a lot of stuff around. Some stuff that was previously an extended will get moved over to different chapters, because we're rejuggling now, because we have a 2 gig limit per mod now. So we want to try and get as much extended content available to console users. So we'll have to spread it out between all 3 chapters and extended. Kind of always baffled by BGS refusing to fix gameplay bugs other than crashes. It had the same code base, and they fixed some things that it seems could be put into Fallout 4. Yeah, I agree. It would be nice to see, but yeah, I don't know their whole makeup behind the scenes. I can say, on a small scale, I understand the problem of you only have so much resources to go around and manpower, and you kind of you go to war with the troops you have. So could be a case of they don't have enough folks to handle it, or they think the cost of QA isn't worth it, because when you fix an engine level bug, like, it has potential cascade effects throughout the whole game. There's also the case of, I know Like, I personally won't try and fix a bug unless I can replicate it, because trying to fix a bug that you can't replicate is a what does that sound? I keep hearing whistling. A good way to just break things worse. So, oh, it's the stage show. It's finally playing.
Can you now dig how crazy powerful my mind is? Far out. Teddy, please show this.
Well, that's funny. So this is one of the Daddy-O Magician is playing, and the little Monty Python reference thing is those guys just couldn't figure out how to get off the stage. That's funny. But yeah, anyway, going back to bug fixes, I think like I've been trying forever to get them a way to replicate the power grid corruption crash without any mods, and I haven't been able to do it. Because then if I can show it to them how it happens in the base game. But I have shown them the code, because like Nukem puts out all the source code for his engine fixes, and like there's a clear path of like how it happens. But that's not enough for them, so which is unfortunate. Any news you're able to share about Conqueror yet? We have finished, so we broke the Conqueror story into 3 acts, and we are about to be done with Act 1. Including all voice recording, basic quest implementation. And I say basic because we're going to go back and do like a polish pass. So the team I assembled for Conqueror is very small. It is like some people doing level design, a lot of level designers, a couple of people doing quest implementation, and people doing voice. But I didn't really recruit any artists or animators. So that stuff will be done after the fact. But that's okay. That's exactly what we need, is we can get the bulk of it. We can get all of it functioning, generally working, and then we'll see the weak points where it's like, oh, this really needs a custom asset, or we need a better reward here, and then I can ask for more help or call up people from KGC and be like, hey guys, we need some stuff to punch this up. So it's going really good. Conqueror's going really good. It's slow, but you know, it's a volunteer project, so they do go slow, but it's still making a good clip. What do you think about the early build of FO4 MP that's on Nexus? I haven't tried it yet, but I hear it works pretty well. I imagine that is another blessing from all the agentic coding people are going ham with, because the amount of script extender mods that have come out lately is crazy. We were actually talking about, so we were working on a trailer for something that I can't talk about yet. And somebody brought up the idea of like, oh, the multiplayer thing would actually be really awesome for us filming trailers in the games. Because a lot of times we're like spending a whole bunch of time trying to arrange for NPCs to do stuff. And so like if we could have another human being controlling a character for like, at least for something, like not for all things, but like for slow walks, or like if we need 2 characters to walk side by side, like that would be a great use for them. All right, I think I want to find somewhere to wait. I guess I can just wait in their house. I'll say I want to make sure they actually get assigned here. I know it doesn't really matter, but it matters to me. So let's sleep 24 hours and see if they make it here. But yes, any of you guys tried the Fallout 4 multiplayer? It looked promising in the small videos I've seen, but I think that's how it always looks, right? This isn't the first attempt people have had at Fallout 4 multiplayer, and I remember the old version, the videos I would say was like, oh, that looks like it's working, but it wasn't. You know, it's different to have a quick tech demo versus actually playing the game for a while. Jack, I play on GeForce Now. I haven't noticed any crashes yet. Oh, you playing Fallout 4 on GeForce Now? I was going to learn how the stage show works. One of my favorite plots. The stage show is really complicated. It's actually one I would love to do better, but we need some more. We need a more reliable nav mesh system in the game in order to do the stage show more justice. Because like you can see, those 4 guys have been stuck up there for a while. I wonder if I refresh, what'll happen. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna find the. But yeah, the stage show system is actually injectable. Technically, people could add their own stage shows to it. It's a tall order to do that, because you got to get together, build out a quest, and the quest has to be super dynamic. Aspiro, great to hear you got in here full time now. He's great. Yeah, he is great. He's very talented, very creative. We've been working with him for years, so he's working on something pretty awesome right now. But top secret. Yeah, so those guys just not interested in leaving. All right, let's see if we can find Caitlin and Laura. Did they make it here yet? Come on. Why am I I feel like I got a terrible jump height. It's from playing Starfield. Now my jump feels pathetic. Oh, that's always. I love when you. I love seeing people actually using their building plans on plots. It seems because again, going back to the nav mesh thing we're talking about, it's like a rare treat. GeForce Now has your mods pre-installed. Oh, how does that work?
My back hurts, my feet hurt. Everything.
DBG, I don't play Evo precisely because of multiplayer. Yeah, I was pretty bummed out when I found out it was multiplayer, but I did like I turned around on when I thought about like, well, this could be a way to get co-op going, which that intrigues me. The idea of playing through a Fallout 4 game with like 1 or 2 friends, which I think is what FO4 multiplayer is aiming to do. Enemy reinforcements spotted en route. Enemy reinforcements to what? There's some sort of assault going on? We're being attacked somewhere. Wonder by who? Because the gunners are defeated. Unless it's like an old assault that got stuck. Hey, there she is. Command. And got a house for you over here. And I believe we have code set up already that if Caitlin gets assigned, then Laura also gets assigned automatically. Don't recall for certain, though. Okay, and it looks like we're short on some... Well, it makes sense. We just added 2 more people. Pardon me. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's get another multi-person plot in here. Let somebody else move in. Give these folks their beds. Wait, is that a shop right there? Oh, no, it's a... Well, I don't want to block the door to the pool hall. We'll run on this side. Oh, there's another entrance on the other side. No problem, then. Well, let's just work with FO4MP. I don't know. Have they said anything about mods working with it? I assume that their plan would be that if 2 people have the exact same versions of the exact same mods, they should be able to play it. That would be how I would be designing it if I was building it out. But that's probably that's a tall order. I don't know enough about multiplayer. Like multiplayer, from what I understand, adds a lot of complexity to gameplay design, to code design. But I've never done it. But I do tons of web apps, so I understand that perspective of it. Kaz, if you out that stage at Starlight, then the battle 2, are they supposed to walk miles between the 2? Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, if you have the stage at 2 places. So what'll actually happen is each time you travel to an area, it will despawn any of the people that have finished their shows. So what's supposed to happen is if I leave the area, these 4 guys are supposed to get despawned, and then the new group will show up. They won't despawn them while you're in person, though. So like the right now, like we have two sets of shows here. We got Daddy-O and these guys, and so if I hang around, they'll either alternate between shows, or I think it can spawn people to come from outside of town, because there's a or rather at the spawn point, which for this place is right here. Yeah, see, it spawns people here, so it just spawns Gwyneth. So it can keep spawning more people, but everybody else will stick around until you leave the area. So you can end up with a ton of show performers around. So, which I might have to change, because that could probably add a lot of stress to somebody's computer. All right, customize plot. Oh, no, I don't want to customize plot. I want to change the building plan. Multi-person. Random. There we go. GeForce Now has 140 mods or so pre-installed. Oh, is that like the anniversary edition mods? Ooh, that's a good idea, Babylonia. One of your friends could be the companion. I don't know how that would work though. Like how do they do dialogue and stuff? Yeah, DBG, my problem, the thing where I was getting annoyed with 76, so anybody who followed along my trajectory with 76, when it came out, I was quite annoyed with it, and I did a series called Let's Fix 76, and I like was playing the mod or playing the game and talking about my problems with it, and I immediately made my own mod for it that got rid of all the floating nameplates over people, because I hate it. It drove me nuts to watch people bouncing around with their little floating nameplates. It was so unimmersive. No, Golden Conquest is a mod that lets you take over random locations and turn them into settlements. We had Conqueror for Sim Settlements 1, and that was a raider where you played as a raider and you did battling. Conqueror also had a story in it that was never finished, and we have since rewritten the story. Oh, that was weird. We've rewritten the story from scratch, and it will be coming out for SS2. I don't know when, maybe next year. Uncertain. It'll take a while. It's a big story. Okay, so now if we wait, we should get a call to come back to do some more of the epilogue stuff. So actually, what we'll do, so we got Caitlin and Laura. Presumably Laura's around. I haven't seen her yet, but I'm sure she's here somewhere. Yeah, we'll go check on Starlight. Yeah, I haven't been back to 76 in a while. I came back for the Wastelanders update. I really liked that. It felt like a authentic Fallout experience, and I played it. I don't remember if I played on a private server or if I just played it when the game wasn't that popular, but I rarely ever saw anybody else in my game. And then I know what it was. It was because there was wasn't much to do after Wastelanders came out, so everybody would just do nuke runs on the same area. So all of the high level players were always in the same area. Excuse me. So you could play most of the game by yourself. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but it was at the time when I played through it. And then I came back for a little bit when the Brotherhood of Steel updates came out, and I haven't really been back since. And once you get done with the questing, the game just feels like an MMO to me, and I don't want to do games that I'm just like repeating activities just for the sake of collecting, whatever the thing of the week is. The original Conqueror was designed to be separate from Nuke Worlds, and New Conqueror to incorporate Nuke World elements in any way. No, but we did parent to Nuke World, so that is an option in the future, but the goal, like the new story of Conqueror 2, is about rallying the gangs together to be a cohesive unit.
I'm sure you'll be glad to hear that our efforts to relocate Magnuson have finally borne fruit. Perhaps not fruit I'd care to eat, but still, progress is progress.
Is something wrong?
Oh, pay it no mind. Just a doctor showing concern for a patient, nothing more. I thought you might like to be present when we flip the switch, so to speak. We'll be in the array room. Don't keep an old woman waiting now.
Okay. Thanks for the memories. But yeah, the new story follows a lot of the same beats as the old Conqueror one, but excuse me, there's more of a focus on it being like you're taming the gangs of the Commonwealth to unite them so that they make sense as an ally for your faction. So if you want to do it alongside the SS2 questline, or instead of it, or after it, or whatever order you want to do it in, or that you'll have that option and it'll feel like it makes sense. So since Nuka World's kind of outside of the Commonwealth, doesn't have a lot to do with it, didn't make any sense to incorporate it out of the gate. And I would imagine the number of people who play through Nuka World on a fresh character is pretty small overall, where I think, if you're starting up a new Fallout 4 game, you're probably going to do a fair amount of Commonwealth stuff no matter what. Unless you're playing London, of course. Can't remember if you ever see other players except at public events. Yeah, that was my experience when I played through too. Kaz not done with questing? Not sure what that is. I generally only want to build things and do quests. That's generally the only thing I want to do in these games. You want an Atom Prize payout early in the game for a house design? Oh, that's awesome. Thomas, someone needs to go on a quest to find some affordable RAM. Yeah, I know, right? The prices are outrageous. It feels like a diabolical scheme to get everybody on like a GeForce Now type service. No one's gonna have.
Good morning. Such a nice day to be
No one's gonna have any hardware. You have to run everything remote.
Yeah?
The place I used to work, and this is a long time ago. One of the places I worked, we were shifting a lot of computer labs. I was working at a college, and we were shifting a lot of people to these remote workstations where it was basically a monitor, keyboard, and mouse with a network connection, and you would basically connect to a server, and it would do all of the hard work, and then the station you were at, it had a couple of advantages. One is it wasn't worth. Hey, I'm part of this, dude. You shut up. It wasn't worth stealing. That was one benefit. So the public computer labs, they didn't have to worry about people taking them because they would have been useless outside of the college. And then you could turn.
I can call home.
The lab could be any software you needed it to be. So you could just be like spin it, like point it to an image of like, oh, this lab needs to be for art software. It needs high-end Photoshop or 3D Studio Max, or this one needs Visual Studio or whatever. It was a cool idea, and it looks like now that same idea has come to gaming in the last 5 or 6 years.
You heard it from me.
I think a field trip is in order. Stretch my legs. Show my assistants how to harvest rad scorpion venom properly. Why, hello.
Well, I'm here.
And not a moment too soon. I was tempted to flip the switch without you. Oh, don't worry, I'm only teasing. I'm old enough to restrain myself. Barely. Besides, this is your big moment, not mine.
Let's do it.
Now, as you can see, the relocation of Dr. Magnuson went off without a hitch. Well, actually, there were several hitches, but never mind that.
Once we got him here, we started connecting him to the comm array, so he'd have full access to the HQ. Now, we just need to wake him up.
What's going to happen to him?
To be completely honest, we're not sure. But I would assume the Magnuson persona will reactivate, perhaps take a moment to attune himself, and then you may ask him directly.
Fire it up.
Very well. Step aside. This'll just take a moment. Final connection established. The doctor should be with us shortly.
It won't be long.
Cassandra, you should
Dr.
treat
Magnuson's
yourself.
computer and the comm array just need to finish syncing.
Do we need to stand back? For safety?
I appreciate the caution, but I don't think that'll be necessary.
I like that Cola is always present.
What will be necessary?
Ah, Doctor, it's nice to finally meet you in person, so to speak.
Well, what do we have here? This is your HQ, is it? It's a bit more cramped than I imagined.
How are you feeling?
Not too shabby, all things considered. Nothing appears to have been damaged or corrupted during the whole process. Yes, I think I'm doing rather well, thank you.
Madison. I talked to her.
Madison? I see. Well, I suppose that answers the question of whether or not she made it up there. I don't suppose she mentioned me at all.
Actually, she did. She said that you damaged the array on purpose and that you didn't tell us things. And that you'd been using us. She said we shouldn't trust you.
200 years and the woman's not changed one bit. So, divide and conquer, is it? Sow the seeds of distrust and hope they take root. You didn't buy her cock and bull story, did you? You must know that I'm on your side.
I believe you, but I still need answers.
Of course. Knowing Madison, I'm sure she spun quite the tale. If you have questions, I'll answer what I can. Go ahead.
TBG, thin clients were a good idea for basic workstations, not just running resource hogs. Yeah, the thin client thing seemed like smart if you've got gigabit connections everywhere, but it seems crazy that we're doing it online for video games. That does seem very weird to me. Like how are we keeping? How is that feasible? But server costs have also plummeted. Although now they're going to go back up. That's the other thing. I'm curious what's that going to look like for costs of like AWS and stuff services in a few years. This hit to hardware costs is going to hit them hard. Like usually, like servers have like a probably six or 7 year life cycle on them. And so like they haven't felt the impact of it yet, but in a couple of years it's going to be a bumpy road. I mean, I guess it'll immediately impact them because they're going to be on rolling replacement. So like all of these server farms, whether it be Google's, Microsoft's, Amazon's, they all are probably eating that nasty price that we're seeing, the price increase.
Why didn't you tell me about yourself?
Try to see it from my perspective. You were largely an undefined variable. I had no way to deduce how you'd react upon realizing my true nature. However, with every interaction, my confidence in you grew. This is why I allowed you access to my lab. If that isn't a demonstration of trust, I don't know what is.
Was it an accident?
You mean the damage to the comm array? The answer is yes, and also no. I didn't want the array damaged, but I was aware of the potential. Regardless, I thought it was a gamble worth taking, and time has vindicated my belief. Whether or not you consider that accidental damage may simply be a question of semantics.
What do you want? From us, I mean.
I won't lie. At the outset, I did perceive you as more of a practical answer to a troubling dilemma. But as my consciousness fully awakened and I was able to actually think, I had already started to regard you as more of a teammate. Carl S. Magnuson does not use people. I'm not Robco, and I am certainly not Vault-Tec.
That's good, Jack. Have you ever been to the Cloud District? We'll all be going there. Oh, Storm Pilgrim, that's dark. You're not wrong, but it's a dark thought. I hope we're a long ways away from that. Ooh, that is a lucky mistake, DBG. 128 of DD5. That's a nice little mistake on your side. What's that Monopoly card? Like bank error in your favor? Choo-choo, when do we put Mags in a synth body and bring him on adventures? I mean, we have the dialogue for it, but
that's all I needed to know.
It hasn't happened yet.
Well, you have your conclusion, yes? Have I convinced you as to where my loyalties lie?
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Splendid. Now, let's steer this conversation towards something a tad more optimistic, shall we? Before we proceed any further, I request a brief interlude to get all the sentimental drivel out of the way. I wish to express my gratitude to both of you and your extraordinarily talented team. You've safeguarded my work from falling into unsavory hands, protected the Commonwealth, and even made strides to conserve myself and my new memories. You truly embody the American ideals I fought so hard for all my natural life and beyond. And I eagerly anticipate collaborating with each one of you. Yes, well, that pretty much sums up all my thoughts on the matter.
Nice that you're willing to do that for us.
It really is the least I can do. Besides, I believe we'll balance each other out quite handsomely. It'll be refreshing to have a few dozen sets of hands at my disposal.
Pleasure to have you here, Doc. We're real grateful for everything you'll bring to the team.
Huh. We'll have to fashion a means for you to freely communicate with any individuals inside HQ. We really can't have you hijacking delicate systems anytime you fancy a chat.
Fair enough. In the meantime, I'll acclimatize myself to your protocols and procedures. Here's hoping this marks the beginning of a superb collaboration.
Oh, hello.
Attention. Maintenance required.
All right, we got to help out Cassandra. She clearly
Report to the main
Vitalmatic
entrance.
is super advanced technology.
is afraid to give herself the needle. We got you.
Some
Easier to think
furniture
it was made
is
over
wobbly.
200 years ago.
All right, can we talk to him? Yeah, come on.
Hello there.
Your thoughts?
One can't help but wonder, what further secrets do the wastes hold? What other echoes of the past still linger?
So I don't think I've ever heard them fire, but Magnuson has a couple of lines where he'll hijack the PA system. Actually don't know what the requirements are for those to hit. I don't know if any of you have ever heard those happen. Oh, that right there is maddening. I have no idea why this happens. There's pieces of geometry right here that look like this, and they are set up to never be, like, they're rigged up so they cannot be disabled. They're like attached to a bunch of things, and yet somehow this happens to me every save, and I don't understand how those pieces get destroyed. I'm hoping it'll be something I can fix. There's a new system they added to pre-combines, which is like way more efficient than the base game. The problem with it is because, and it's a lot smaller files and everything. The problem, and I have to test this to know for sure, is I am concerned that if someone were to install the updated mode on a character that was already in the cell with the old way, that it would crash the game. That is my assumption is what would happen. I'm going to test that to find out, because if we can do that new way, it might solve some goofy problems like that, and it would improve performance, and it would reduce file size. But I've not had a chance to do that test yet. So that is on the agenda. I have so many things going right now. This suddenly getting to be able to put everything on PlayStation and more stuff on Xbox, like in the same couple of months, is wild. There's so much potential right now, stuff we could be working on. Okay, so we have a couple more post quests we can still do here. I don't remember if they require us to do some research or if they just happen. Hold on. Oh, this is all diseases, so I think they just happen over time. So I just need to pass some time to wait. Yeah, how about right here? Missing some textures. Could be. When it's out covered with plywood.
Calling any available security personnel. Report to the armory. Officer officer in need of urgent...
Is GNR building based on something real? Probably. I don't know. I don't know what, though. I assume it's some landmark in Boston. Oh, later, Salvador. Going down to his office. All right. We gotta just keep playing doctor here. Oh, Sneak. You need some medical treatment, too. Oh, never mind. He's afraid of shots. Doesn't like needles. That's fair. I know a lot of people like that.
Look at you. 2 centuries, and your skin's as smooth as a baby.
Come on. There we go. Oh, I thought it said Ada needed...
A pleasure to see
nope.
you again, sir.
Oh, you don't need it
ready
either.
to depart?
No, no. Leave me alone. Go away. So much medical. So much medical needs. Alright. I guess we'll pass some more time. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. I think it might be when you pass through locations that the things trigger. Hello, Sora. We are in HQ from SS2, which is GNN. If you've not played through SS2 all the way through, you convert GNN to a headquarters and build it out. But we are after the end of Chapter 3, and we're doing the epilogue quest now. So we're about to wrap up. We might actually finish tonight with all of this playthrough, and then it'll be me shifting gears to try and get an Xbox playthrough going again. Or maybe it'll be a PlayStation one. That might be a wiser use of time. I've been talking about doing Xbox, but could start testing on PlayStation too. Might do like a few weeks of PlayStation testing before I release it, and then shift gears over to Xbox. TBD. Right now, I just want to make sure I've got all the bugs noted down so that we can continue with patches. I've been really slow on patches lately. That's just been... I'm just spinning a lot of plates lately. Yeah, we'll go to Tavernton, sure. You're going to do another run with add-on packs? I have a lot of add-on packs installed on this run. I ended up installing a bunch of them. According to Google, GNR is in-game only. It's supposed to be in West Roxbury. Okay. Yeah, I could see them just... I know they always do, like, trips to go, take a lot of pictures and just get a feel for the architecture before they dive deep into these projects. Especially for Fallout, where it's real cities. All right, we'll wait another 24 hours here, and then we'll travel back to HQ. Usually we do 24, 48, or 72. It's rarely longer than that.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days.
All right, I'm going to borrow one of your guys' bunks. Yeah, I ended up installing a bunch of building plans on this one, too. I don't know how many I ended up with at the end, but... And then I did a few city plans too early on during chapter 1. I was having people recommend city plans for me to grab.
Hello, sir.
Oh, there we go.
Magnuson here. When you've the time,
this guy's got
I
an
would
injury.
like to speak with you. I either by radio or, if you'd prefer, at the HQ. Whatever floats your boat.
I'll meet you there.
As you wish. Naturally, you'll find me in the comm array room. No rush. At your own pace.
Like the Google calls us to a masterpiece. Oh, Google is so kind to us. Like the AI summary is really good. And it's funny because we have like one of the last remaining Fallout 4 forums out there that the SS2 forums get cited all the time if you just search for general Fallout 4 stuff, which is pretty funny. Like we have, I think we do, I have to go check to be certain so I don't misspeak this, but our forums get so much traffic. It's like, I want to say tens of thousands of users per day go through our forums. I don't think they're posting. Like I know there's not that many posts, but just reading through materials because it gets, and a lot of that's going to be AI bots. But even when I use Cloudflare to filter out AI bots, it's still a pretty significant number. But it's because we get cited as like the best source of Fallout 4 troubleshooting info because it's everybody else's forums disappeared and everybody switched to Discord for everything. Which
got work to do, can't talk.
I love Discord. I use it all the time. Like I manage my business over Discord, but it does not replace forums. Forums are wonderful for keeping track of information over long term and doing asynchronous support. Yeah, I wish that didn't happen. I wish the great forum collapse didn't happen. It does not cost that much money per month to maintain a forum. I think that SS2 forum server is like, I doubt more than $50 a month. Like it's not that big a deal. Now, obviously something the scale of like Bethesda would be more than that, but I doubt that much more. You know, and at the scale of their company, like they could have kept their forums alive for, I don't know, less than $1,000. Excuse me, which is a drop in the bucket on their sheets. Hey, Sledge. My guess the real cost, though, is for a lot of people who shut it down, wasn't about the server costs. It was more about the maintenance costs of you got to keep moderators on there, especially in a big place like that, like where there's a lot more potential toxicity. We're not as worried. Like we'll just ban people on there. We don't care enough to. It's like we're just not putting up with that kind of stuff. Whereas the bigger companies want to avoid that as much as possible because it creates drama. And we're just like, well, we don't have time for it.
Regarding your morale-boosting ideas submitted to the admin team. In response to
Chief.
a note
Hello.
submitted yesterday.
I have splendid news. It appears my mainframe is finally fully integrated into your HQ. Not to mention, I'll now be able to chit-chat if you've ever the desire. I can only imagine how pleased you must be to hear all of this.
That's great news.
That it is, my friend. That it is. Before I take my leave, one more thing. Whilst I never wish to be presumptuous, I have found individuals in your group prefer speaking with me face to face, as it were. They expend time and energy to visit and converse with my monitor, despite the fact we could speak from almost anywhere in the HQ.
Understandable.
This has given me a number of ideas, but for now I will settle on suggesting just one of them. I propose a holographical projection system capable of displaying, amongst other things, a representation of my physical likeness. I believe installing a number of these projectors around the HQ may offer your people the more intimate exchanges with myself that they evidently desire.
Tell me more about it.
Few possess the hardware capable of creating such complex projections. However, with the right resources and enough people to follow my orders, I'm quite confident I could fabricate such a device.
Okay, let's get to work.
Wonderful! I knew you'd recognize a good idea when you heard it. Of course, coming from me, it was bound to be a good idea. I'll see that the project is added to your board. I leave the decision when to start it within your capable hands. Well, that was all. Until next time.
The admin team wishes to remind you that psychological
Okay,
counseling
hologram research project. All right, let's start it up. Oh, what happened there? Reinforcements have been spotted. Okay, that's a bug. What I think is happening is I think we're being attacked somewhere, and the reinforcement messages are not being suppressed. So I'm gonna just write this down here. Okay, got it noted. So, because if you don't have a watchtower network set up, whoa, that was weird. You won't, and a watchtower and communication relays, you won't get notified of all the attacks on all your settlements. So there's probably some attacks going on one of my settlements, or multiple of my settlements right now, and just the reinforcements warnings are kicking in. Okay. All right, let's see if I can get into command mode here. Yeah, that's a good point, Ken, with the discourse on Bethesda. Although the thing is like, if it was just that they shut down all communication, that would make sense to me. But they actually made it worse on themselves because they opened a Discord server. So now it's even more traffic or vocal noise coming in. So I just wish they would have kept both instead of switching one to the other. Oh wait, I'm in logistics. I need to go to science. Technological research, hologram research project. Let's see here. Where are we at? Okay, our science department is quite busy with stuff right now. Oh, this is engineering. Okay. How's our engineering department? Engineering needs a little bit more help. So let's assign them. That's interesting that I put it under science research, but it's an engineering project. Whoops. Find one more engineer to swap over here. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, we had to drain our engineering department to flesh out science because they needed a lot of help. Here we go. Julie, come on over here. Okay, they should be able to take care of that, no problem. Still planning to get more HQ out on guides one day. Yep. Still haven't given up. I run my to-do lists run like 10 years long. Like I don't that's how I'm able to stick with projects like SS2 for so long. It's like I don't really like give myself really short deadlines, and I don't remove things from my to-do list. I either find somebody else to do, like that's not entirely true. I will, if they're not public projects, but I tend to either find somebody to run them, or I just keep just pushing them down the road until I'm at the right space to do it. I'm waiting for that engineering meter to fill up a little bit to show that they're getting to work. I need to trigger a little weight here. I don't need a comfy pillow. I just want to sit. Oh, these couches are not interactive. Interesting. Oh, this little chair. Can I sit here? Hey. Thought about asking Exoclips to help with HQ add-on guides? That name sounds familiar. Isn't Exoclips the guy who does the, doesn't he maintain, one of the big mod lists? Like, isn't that the guy in charge of Story Wealth, or am I thinking of somebody else? Oh yeah, Story Wealth. Yeah, I don't know that he'd be able to... Has he ever made HQ add-ons? I don't think he's done anything like that. A lot of the guides that people want from me for HQ add-ons are... Because I'm one of the few people who understands the whole HQ system, so there's just a lot of, like, tribal knowledge of one that needs to get out of my head. Permanent 100% survival run, Lou. Oof. How long have you made it? What level are you up to? How many days played do you have? Trying to think if I have any city plans we haven't seen all the way up to the max level. Because I know we've seen Outpost Ammonia. We've seen 10 Pines. I may have built one at the Slog. I don't remember building anything there manually. Is there a teleport to top or bottom of annoying spiral staircase mod? That was a decision we made for the equity of space. We wanted a way up right there, but we didn't want to have two gigantic stairways in the middle of that room. Yeah, that would be a funny mod to just put, like, at the bottom of the staircase a button that just plays like footstep sounds and teleports you to the top. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't build this manually. Maybe I did. I don't remember building this, though. This feels like it's probably the very simple level 1 plan. Or single level plan, rather. We ship with SS2 single level city plans for all the settlements, so that way they can Xbox and hang with them. Yeah, I actually I'm thinking now that because this project is assigned to the science department, but it's technically it needs engineering, it probably still can't start until science has some space in it. Max level so far is 133. Got killed by the Assaultron in the sub base. Oof. I gotta imagine permadeath feels a lot less fun when you get super high level, where you're just like, I have literally hundreds of hours now invested. Like there's probably some keyboard smashing, mouse throwing. As ages before I realized, remember that the spiral staircase wasn't in the vanilla cell. It does feel so natural now after playing it so many years with it in there. It just feels like part of the base. And the guy who made it did a really good job. It feels very much like the same asset kit. Functional escalator. Yeah, that would also be. Oh, it's still take. I mean, it's still the same amount of space as stairs, right? A lot of drinking and yelling. That is what I would expect. Hey, there we go. Engineering's at work. Oh, you know what we can do is we can go talk to, if he set him, I don't know if it's part, I can't remember if it's part of the projectors or not. Oh, hold on, guys.
Report to the armor.
Yeah?
Hi.
I can't remember if Magnuson inserts himself into here immediately or if it's after the projectors. Yeah, I think it's after the projectors. That's part of one of the things he does is inserts himself into here. Starts making himself at home. Which one is this? Hangman's Alley. Okay. Is it still a Hangman's Alley? Yeah, it's refreshing itself. That's what that little looping beep is. This system is refreshing itself. This can't be all the plots, though. I don't think this is even refreshed. Let's see. Is this fresh markers? Yeah. There's got to be way more building plans than that and Hangman's, because Hangman's is one of the ones we did one of those crazy Vault City plans. Also says it's only level 1. Is this stuck at level 1? I guess it could be. Use city details. Yeah, level 1 population 9. It's they're unhappy. Okay, I guess they never upgraded. Let's see. Let's see what 10 Pines looks like. Level 3, 25 out of 22 people. Refresh the markers. Look how lopsided our scrap is right now. 122,000 building supplies, 15,000 machine parts, but only 1,300 organic. There we go. Holograph research continued. Oh, a lift like in the studio. Yeah, that'd have been cool.
Ah, yes. Hello.
Never mind.
Wait, what did that say? The objective? Talk to Magnuson. I'm trying. Oh, I wonder if I got to talk to him at one of the projectors.
Pathetic. Where are your
And now for our fact of the day.
Where are your real killers?
Several major corporations introduced a revolutionary portable urinary system, which would allow employees to skip bathroom breaks altogether. Unfortunately, it has yet to be rediscovered.
Excuse me.
Well, what do you think? Not too shabby, hmm? The projectors seem to be functioning well within acceptable parameters. Anytime we speak, you can now have the pleasure of looking upon one of the world's greatest geniuses. Now, how may this genius be of assistance?
What's on your mind?
Time. It is relentless and indifferent to our cares. Yet here we are, navigating its currents in the remnants of a world that's passed us by.
It's funny, we had to do a... Oh, there we go. Decrypt intel, Ingram tape locations throughout the Gunner War. Lots of intel was collected. Assign your military department to decrypt it under the military department. Intelligence menu to locate the remaining Ingram tapes the Gunners have stashed around the Commonwealth. So it was funny, the original implementation of this, it was just a regular NPC, and we scaled them up. There's actually like a floor under there, and this is all in here now, that he's standing on that's underneath there, and it took a lot of time to get this working correctly. But one of the creepiest parts was him being semi-transparent. You could see his teeth and his tongue through him, and it was so creepy to watch him talk. So we had to do a custom model of the head without a mouth, so that you could it not look quite so bad. Okay, so now, I think the decrypt Ingram tapes is how we unlock access to Atomic Rain. Under intelligence? Yeah, here we go. Find Ingram tapes. So this is a thing that takes, you have to do it. It's like an rating you have to do 4 times, but it's one of those things where if you manage to convince the Gunners to join you, they just hand over their tapes. So like if you go all in on the destroy the Gunners with Aiden right from the get-go, you can convince Isaac to turn on them to surrender, and then if you are nice to the Gunners and get a cure for Lamont, you can convince her to join you. And then you don't have to do these extra quests. But because we went with the nuke the Gunners and get the cure, we didn't get the right combination to convince anybody. So we got to do it the hard way.
Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, I guess we can just play doctor for now.
Traveling? Whew, so hard. I'm glad to be settling down.
The floativator and that mushroom house in Skyrim, that would be awesome. It could be like one of those, there's those places in, what are they called? They're like indoor skydiving places. That might be the name of them. I'm guessing though they have like a fancy name for them. There's like indoor skydiving where you can, like, big giant fans can blow you up. Install some of those. HQ would get real loud. I fly. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you, Sledge. That could be.
Have a few things you might like.
That could be real obnoxious though with the sound effects.
The Institute sure is frivolous with their toys.
I gave up alcohol after settling down.
Sheffield
here.
going after the
Doctor said
Nuka-Cola
I shot
machine.
my liver.
Hold on, Sheffield. We're doing some doctor services today.
Please refrain from drinking the toilet water.
There's a mod on with us in that called Cranked Up that doesn't pair with us too. You can push a button and 3 immortal settlers with 999 special stats appear. Departments run in advance on nothing. Well, I guess if you don't like HQ, that's a shortcut for you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we could send the science team if we want. No additional. How about battle reports? What do we got? Victory at Quincy Ruins. Wait a second, what? 0 days ago by super mutants against the Masons? We got our butts kicked by super mutants? Oh wait, we won. Result victory rating 0. We got 0 kills though. Okay, so something's wrong. Something wrong with that, with the host. That's probably where those reinforcement notices are coming from. So I'm guessing so we have an off-camera resolution system, That's way more complicated than the vanilla one for if you don't show up, but it's clearly not working correct because that report showed nonsense. Yeah, Ken, you gotta remind the people, the newcomers, they need to know, don't drink the toilet water. I should give Sheffield an HQ outfit. I think actually the only way to get HQ outfits currently is to use the Dylan camera system. We should probably arrange, like, have a locker with infinite in there, or like every time you open it, it's got 199 or something. That's me on the radio. All right, so then yeah, you get this Radiant quest. You can also have the security department go take care of it. We'll go take care of it real quick though. Had no combat today. It's been just a bunch of talking. It always feels weird coming to the end of one of these playthroughs because I play only a couple hours a week. Like, it's been over a year since we started this character, so like I get really attached to these, and then it just feels like, wait, what am I gotta ditch this? I mean, at least it's the same voice protagonist each time, so it's just like, oh well, I'm back with Nate again when I start another character. But yeah, it feels very weird. It's bittersweet. Somebody else still alive over here. Bethesda. I see your floating trash. Oh, it's this guy. He's clipped in the wall. He's in the wall. Oh, I shot right over top of it. Totally missed on the iron sights there. Do you think Bethesda will give us a Fallout themed DLC for Starfield like the Doom one? Oh, I don't know. The Doom one was one they approached us about. They're like, hey, we want to do something special for the Doom anniversary. How am I missing? That first bullet went right through her arm. Look at that. That went right through him. This is not me having bad aim today.
I want this one's head.
Oh. Whoa. Who's shooting a rocket launcher in here? Okay, 2 out of 5. Yeah, it would be interesting to see though if they do some more crossover stuff with Starfield, especially with other sci-fi properties. Later, Joburg. At Agak, Olivia spawned inside the wall once, and the only thing that was sticking out was the barrel of her minigun. Ooh, the loading back into the Commonwealth. Always rough. So one of the things that we built early on in the HQ design that I've never messed with again because we ended up like, it was just in the prototype. Sorry, I was stretching there. Was the ability to start projects remotely. So where you could basically not have to run back to HQ. And the way it worked was this menu system. And I think we didn't ship it because it was kind of janky. But it's one of those things where if we could ever have a proper UI for it, it would be really nice to be able to just like call on the radio and trigger a project. So if you want to just go off and do other stuff and then come back and have the projects be done, I think it could be a nice little addition. But the problem is always that we try and invent UIs that will work for console as well. So extremely limited in our options. Which is why you get a lot of invisible barter menus.
How can I help you?
Okay, let's start another Ingram tape project here.
I've never lost the engineering department is pleased to announce that the detonation systems have been repaired.
That's right. I always forget I can teleport out of here. I always want to run to the door. Go do a tour of some of our locations before we say farewell to this save file. Although I'll be back in this save file a lot because these are going to be my research material for fixing bugs. Castle looking good. What did I end up doing on Spectacle? I think you guys had me, you guys gave me a city plan to build, and it was one that is really hard to fight in. It's like got a hell of a maze in it. Oh yeah, Quincy Runes got taken from us. That's so funny. Let's go check it out. Super mutants moved in. We created a power vacuum. It's just gonna be one super mutant. It's gonna be Sickle. He was mad that we made him drive a vertibird. Oh, we didn't talk to Janice for Victory Lap. So I think his didn't work either.
Yes. What is it that you require?
I'm going to put that down on my list here.
Greetings. How may I assist you, Organic?
But all the people getting stuck at post-Victory Lap is a long-standing bug on the to-do list. And it doesn't happen to everybody. It's just certain ones. I know one of them is Liberty Prime. Liberty Prime just stays here if you sided with the Brotherhood and didn't destroy them. It's just there's a few random people that are just make this their home now. So Janice is one of them. Not
Curious.
intentional, just an oversight.
Observation documented and filed.
What else we got over here?
Stay vigilant. The Commonwealth is
Random
full of
synth.
surprises.
Never
Jeremy.
thought I'd have a chance to change things, but here
Sentinel. You guys
I
just
wrote to you.
they're
May
just
I
chilling
assist you with something?
forever. I'm not seeing any super mutants. All right, here's what we'll do. Let's see, it's part of your empire. What? All right, well, that's something clearly bugged out there. Because it marked our, oh, that's right, I got spray and pray. It marked when the map marker goes away, that's a good sign that you've been attacked. But clearly nobody here. Okay, weird. That one will be a fun one to chase down. All right, back to the touring. Trying to focus on ones that had city plans, because those are the ones that are actually interesting to go back to and see if anything changed. Hangman's Alley's stuck. I don't think we're going to be able to do much for them. Tidings, Sunshine Tidings finished. Starlight is our hand-built. We've been there many times. Yeah, I guess we've seen it all. All the things we built into city plans. We got a few empty places here. What did I do with Crew Manor? 4-person vassal. Oh, yeah, that's the automated supply line system. That is not my hand roll. Oh, I hope the game's not crashing. This looks not good. Hey, there it goes. Oh, we got some sick person over here. Well, good thing Dr. Gath is here. Not gonna work. The managed soldier menu is stuck. Oh, there it goes. Oh, they won chem too. What a deal. Hold my jet. I got you. I don't see anybody else here. It's just the one person. And some dead ghouls. Hey, there goes Find Ingram tapes. All 95. I wonder if it respawned. Yep, respawns. Oh, that's a settler. That's not. Let's not kill them. Oof.
What just happened?
Well, that's it, huh?
You guys got this. I'm gonna head inside.
How many bullets? Shit.
They will 100% still be fighting when we come back. I feel like there's no way. Because the game can't keep running that the AI calculations and stuff when you're out of the area. But it is getting kind of late. I don't think we're going to finish all of these radiants tonight, but I also don't think I'll come back into my camera. I'm fairly certain, like barring something unexpected happening, we're going to be doing, we'll be starting some sort of new playthrough next Wednesday. So whether it be we start testing on PlayStation or we do Xbox, something, but I have a console station set up next to me that's wired through my capture card. I've tested it. We tested it all last week when we did Salvage Beacons on there. It doesn't seem to have, or does it have the auto stutter? I don't remember, but either way, we're going to try that for a while and see how it goes. As our next playthrough. Wow, that was one hell of a grenade. Both turrets, the guy and the handy. How gutsy. Yeah, the loot a lot less exciting when I know I'm about to wrap up the character. Otherwise, as a chronic hoarder, that would be I'd be right there with you. Can't give up loot. Alright, so it's on this level.
Who's the good dad?
I will take stim packs though.
You are really pissing me off.
These places are such mazes.
Taking casualties.
Okay, not over here. Where? Where are the reinforcements? Man, I am losing some battles.
Gotta find the terminal.
Finally got him. Got it. There we go. Maintain. Hello. Apologies for asking. I have Workshop Framework script override, yet I still get the message stating I should download it. Help. So usually, you need to push it to the bottom of your load order if you're getting that. It's also possible one of your mods could have a loose script, which there's nothing you can do about that then other than finding the script and deleting it. Are you on PC? If you're on PC, what you need to do is go into your Fallout 4 on your Xbox. Then my best guess would be that there's a version mismatch there. Or it's just like some wonky bug with the save or with the install. But yeah, you can't have loose scripts on Xbox. So the way that check works is we added some special script variables to the default, like the vanilla workshop scripts. Workshop Framework checks if those are missing, and if they're missing, then it means that some other mod has replaced those workshop scripts. And that's where that override comes in, because then the override gets at the bottom and it has a final copy of those scripts. So the only thing that comes to mind would be if there's if one of them needs an update, like if Workshop Framework needs an update or the override scripts need an update. Could try deleting both of them and re-downloading. See if that helps. All right, am I ever gonna get out of here, or am I trapped forever? Locked in a vault maze. I think it's over here, actually. This feels correct. Oh, no, not there. Here we go, elevator. All right, I think I'm going to save it here. I will off camera go make sure that the Atomic Rain still works another day. And yeah, so next Wednesday we'll be back with some sort of new SS2 playthrough. The chain continues. SS2 playthroughs for life. And Sunday, Starfield Day. So if you're here for checking out McLaren's and Watchtower playthroughs and such, we'll be back at that on Sunday. So thank you guys for joining me. I want to take care of some gunners, and I will catch you guys later.